Okay, welcome to Beyond English, Unlocking the Power of Language. And today we'll be looking at Grammar Essentials 2, Parts of Speech. We're going to look at determiners, conjunctions, prepositions, and pronouns. Let's get into it. So before we start, we'll just review a couple of things from video 1. What are parts of speech? Well, parts of speech are the basics of the English language, and they're the tools in your language toolbox. Each part of speech has a job to do, and they play a role in how we build meaning and communicate. So understanding how to use these parts of speech effectively will make you a better writer, speaker, and a way more successful communicator. There are 8 traditional parts of speech: nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, determiners, conjunctions, prepositions, and pronouns. And in video 1, we looked at the big 4: nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. And in this video, we're going to look at determiners, pronouns, conjunctions, and prepositions. These are the hidden helpers of grammar. They are small but powerful parts of speech that keep your sentences smooth, strong, and effective. We're going to have a look at what they are, what they do, and how you can use them effectively. Determiners. So what are determiners? Well, they're little words with a big impact. A determiner comes before a noun and it tells us which one, how many, or whose. Determiners give context and clarity to your writing or speaking. There are 4 types of determiners that we're going to look at: articles, demonstratives, possessives, and quantifiers. Articles are simply a, an, or the. A and an are indefinite articles, and the is a definite article. Demonstratives. Try and say it again. Demonstratives. These are this, that, these, and those. They're demonstratives. Possessives, as the word indicates, show ownership: my, your, his, her, our, their. And quantifiers, these show us how many. Some, many, few, every, or each are examples of quantifiers. Let's have a look at some examples of determiners. I saw a cat asleep on the books. A cat, the books. A is an indefinite article, and the is the definite article. So it's a cat on the books. My sister wants to read that book. My, possessive determiner. That book, demonstrative, which means demonstrating or pointing to that book. A few students forgot to bring their lunch. A few, that's a quantifier. How many students? A few forgot to bring their lunch. Ownership or possessive. So those determiners: the, my, that, few, and their. A determiner always comes before the noun, never after. That's an important point, especially for Asian speakers. A determiner comes before the noun, never after. We say that chair, not chair that, and his car, not car his. Keep your words in order and they'll behave. Number 2 is conjunctions. These are the connectors. They're the linkers and bridges of grammar. They connect words, phrases, or clauses. And there are 3 main types of conjunctions to look at: coordinating, subordinating, and correlative. Coordinating, connect equals or literal equals. And there's a mnemonic for you to remember these, or to help you remember these. It's fanboys. Fanboys. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Fanboys. Subordinating conjunctions, these join a main clause with a dependent clause. You'll see that in the examples how that works. And these are words like because, although, unless, and while. And number 3, correlative conjunctions. These work in pairs. Either or, neither nor, and not only but also. Let's have a look at how these conjunctions work. Coordinating conjunctions. These are our fanboys. Remember, they connect equals. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. I want to go, but I am too tired. I want to go, but I'm too tired. You can have tea or coffee. You can have tea or coffee. So there we have examples of coordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions, try and say that again. Subordinating conjunctions, remember, join a main clause with a dependent clause. These are words like because, although, unless, and while. I stayed home because it was raining. I stayed home because it was raining. You won't improve unless you practice. You won't improve unless you practice. And our last one, correlative conjunctions work in pairs. Either or, neither nor, or not only but also are our examples. Not only is she smart, but also kind. Not only is she smart, but also kind. Either you come now or we won't go. Either you come now or we won't go. So there are examples of your conjunctions, coordinating, subordinating, and correlative conjunctions. Okay, number 3 is prepositions. Prepositions show relationships. So prepositions are the relationship builders of grammar. They show the relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in the sentence. And prepositions will show time, place, direction, or method, which means the means or manner of doing something or something happened. Common prepositions include in, on, at, by, under, over, between, beside, through, and with. These are examples of prepositions. Remember, prepositions show the relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in the sentence. And that relationship, we look at time, place, direction, or method. Let's have a look at examples for each of these. For time, she arrives at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m., that is the preposition. Place, the book is on the table. On is the preposition, on the table. Direction, he pointed that way and we followed him. Direction, that way. Method, she solved the problem by using a calculator. By using a calculator, by is the preposition. When we have a preposition and an object, we have what's called a prepositional phrase. Under the bed is a prepositional phrase. With my friends is another example of a prepositional phrase. He hid under the bed. I went to the movies with my friends. An important point you need to remember is never end a sentence with a preposition. Instead of where are you at, just where are you will do. Number 4 is pronouns. Pronouns are noun replacers. They take the place of nouns to avoid repetition. They keep things smooth and fluid. Now, there's a lot of pronouns and a lot of types because there's a lot of nouns for them to replace. You don't have to learn them all, but you need to be aware of them. Personal pronouns, I, you, he, she, it, we, they, relates to the person. Possessive pronouns relating to ownership. Mine, yours, his, hers, theirs. Reflexive pronouns reflect back on yourself. Myself, yourself, themselves. Demonstrative pronouns. We did demonstratives before, remember? This, that, these, those. So they can be pronouns as well. Relative pronouns. who, whom, which, and that, and interrogative pronouns. That's when you're asking a question. Who, what, where, which, and whose. Let's have a look at an example of each of these pronouns in use. Personal. Emma is kind. She helps everybody. It's easy, it's better, it sounds better than saying Emma is kind, Emma helps everybody. So we replace Emma with she in the second sentence. Emma is kind, she helps everybody. Possessive. That bag is mine. That bag is mine. Reflexive. He taught himself to play the guitar. He taught himself to play the guitar. Demonstrative. This is my favorite book. This is my favorite book. Not that. This. Relative. The student who won the prize is absent today. The student who won the prize is absent today. Interrogative. Whose notebook is this? Whose notebook is this? So note that your pronoun must match the noun it replaces in number and gender. Be sure that you match the noun that you replace in number and gender with the pronoun that you use. Let's recap the 4 parts of speech that we've covered in this video. Determiners. A determiner comes before a noun and tells us which one, how many, or whose. Conjunctions. These are the linkers and bridges of grammar connecting words, phrases, or clauses. Prepositions. These show the relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in the sentence. And last of all, pronouns. Pronouns replace nouns and must be the same gender and number as the noun they replace. So, grammar might not win any popularity contest, but it's the backbone of clear writing, confident speaking, and powerful communication. Make sure you master these and add them to your language toolkit. That's it. That's all from Beyond English, Unlocking the Power of Language in this video, Grammar Essentials 2. Make sure you review this and review Grammar Essentials 1 on a regular basis until you know and understand each of those parts of speech. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have something worthwhile to say. I'm Teacher Steve, and I'll see you in the next video. Chat soon.